Good morning. How did the job at the farm go?
We hit a few bumps in the road, but...
Let me give you a brief report of the details.
I see. So, you ended up setting the monsters free because the Purcell family requested you to do so? I think it was premature on their part, but I won't pursue the matter any further.
Is it okay to leave things at that?
The mission of a bracer is to protect civilians and uphold justice. However, there are many ways we can protect those around us, and there are as many forms of justice as there are stars in the heavens. As a bracer, it is your job to be able to discern these things.
Indeed, our work has very profound implications if you think about it in that way.
That's because we aren't an organization that deals strictly with monster problems. We can also intervene when disputes arise between nations. To become a high-ranking bracer, one must have more than combat strength. A well-honed mind and flexible problem-solving skills are also required.
A sharp mind and problem-solving ability, huh?
Serious? The road to the big leagues sounds a lot steeper than I originally thought.
Well, then your only choice is to devote yourself to working hard every day. And since you're both here, why don't I give you the details of your next job?
Those are words I have been waiting to hear. I'm ready for anything. So what have you got lined up for us this time? Another monster that needs a good whipping?
Not this time. The next job will entail the transportation of goods. And get this, your client is none other than Mayor Klaus himself.
Really? A request from the mayor?
Do you think it'll be alright leaving such an important task up to us?
From what I've heard, it's a pretty simple job. In any case, I'd like you to speak with the mayor directly about the job details.
Well, hey there! You two new bracers seem to be having some success lately. I've been hearing a lot about your hard work recently.
Yeah, that's because we're still new at this, so we have to work extra hard.
That's encouraging to hear. You guys actually came at a good time. I've got an urgent job that needs to be taken care of. Do you think that should be up to the task of replacing an ornament line in a road lamp along the Milchmain Road?
You just leave it to us.
If you're fine with us doing the job, then we'll gladly accept.
Thanks, I really appreciate this. I completely forgot it needed to be replaced today. First off, I'll need to give you the replacement part.
This is the replacement ornament?
That's right. I want you to replace the ornament light in road lamp number 6 on the Milchmain Road to the west. It's the 6th road lamp that you'll come across counting from Roland's west entrance. Make sure you get the right one.
I think I've got it. The 6th road lamp from Roland's west entrance, right?
Once you found the road lamp, you'll need to open the maintenance panel. You'll need a 6-digit combination to open it.
Are you serious?
Yep. The combination for the 6th road lamp is 544818.
I'm sorry, but could you repeat that again?
It's 544818.
That's right. Good memory, Joshua.
I'll show you a fistful.
After the combination is entered, the panel will open, and after that, all that's left is to replace the ornament. It may seem like a simple task, but make sure not to mess it up. The road lamp may have been out of order for a while now.
I see. The light of the ornaments keep the large monsters away, right?
It's not much more than an unconscious dislike for them. But if they do go out, then we run into real problems. Which is why I'm asking you to do this job, just in case. These road lamps are placed just off the roads in areas where monsters are most likely to appear.
Well, you just leave those monsters to me and I'll take care of them. But I better write down that combination before I forget.
Then maybe you should let me deal with the combination instead.
I'll leave it up to you two to divide up the work amongst yourselves. That should be everything you need to know, so good luck! If you need to double check or cancel the job, then come and talk with me again.
From what Freddy said, I think this is the road lamp.
I'm fairly certain this is the right one, too. It says road lamp number 6 on the panel as well.
You're right, it does. Alrighty then, let's get to work and finish this job.
Unfortunately, it may not be that easy.
What do you mean? Where'd all these monsters come from?
It looks like the orbment really has burned out. Anyway, one of us will need to fend off these monsters while the other replaces the orbment.
Yeah, you're right. Well then... How about you handle them, Joshua?
Do you really know how to replace one of those things?
Come on, Joshua. How hard could it be? Even I can do something as simple as replacing an orbment.
Says the girl who glued her hand to her head once. But all right, if you say so. I'm counting on you, Estelle.
Got it.
That's that then. Let's move out.
That takes care of the first wave. How's it coming, Estelle?
I'm entering the combination for the maintenance panel right now. I'm pretty sure the code was... Okay, 544818. It's open! Sometimes I'm too smart for my own good.
I'm okay here, Estelle. So just focus on fixing the lamp.
Got it. Now for the orbment, which goes in like that, and voila! Perfect!
Good work, Estelle. All the monsters seem to have gone too.
Whew! I sure got all stressed out over this job.
Considering the circumstances, it seemed pretty reasonable to me. But the thing that surprises me the most is that you remembered the combination.
Do you want to know the truth? I actually just saw a jumble of numbers in my head, and the buttons I happened to press were the right ones.
I should have figured as much. Here's something else.
Anyway, our job here is done, so let's just think about something else.
I guess you're right. All right, how about we head back to town? We'd better go report to Freddy.
All right, let's go. We're back, Freddy.
Oh, hi Estelle. From the look on your face, it seems like you finished the job.
Yep, and we did a fine job, too. Although we did have a few hang-ups.
We thought we'd report to you as a matter of good measure.
So it really was burnt out, huh? I'm sure it happened because we were late in replacing it. Sorry, kids. You were put in harm's way because of me.
There's no need to apologize. It comes with the territory.
Dealing with dangerous jobs is part of a bracer's work.
I appreciate you saying that. Oh, I know. How about I give you this to make amends?
This is quartz.
Yup, it's an MP2 quartz. It can prevent an enemy's arts. It can be pretty useful if you use it effectively.
Thanks!
We appreciate it.
No, thank you to the both of you today. If you need to discuss anything about orbments, then stop by anytime. Don't forget to swing by if you have any other business needs.
on, bracers. How long do they intend to keep me waiting? If they don't hurry and get here, I'm going to miss my flight. I should have expected as much from a rural backwater burg like this. Huh? Well, I'll be. That's the bracer emblem, if I'm not mistaken. I've been waiting for you to show up. I have an urgent job, so do you have some time to hear my request?
Sure, why not?
Great. This really helps me out a lot. All right, let me give you a rundown and explain the details of the job. Let me formally introduce myself. I am Orvid, representative for the Orvid Company Limited.
I'm Estelle, and this is...
Joshua, it's nice to meet you.
Estelle and Joshua, is it? The two of you are quite young, if I do say so myself.
We're actually pretty new to this whole bracer thing.
Greenhorns? Oh well, I guess you'll have to do.
Pardon?
Never mind. I was just talking to myself. All right, let's get down to business. Please excuse my lack of decorum, but I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Sure.
At the moment, I'm looking for a rare mushroom called the firefly fungus. It is said that it only grows in a soil rich with septium. There are records of it being picked here in Roland, but no shops seem to carry it. However, it is a vital necessity that I get my hands on one, so I put in a request at the guild house.
Soil rich with septium. I can only think of the Malga Trail as a possible location. Do you know any other characteristics of these mushrooms?
It seems that it normally grows in areas with patches of grass. Since it is buried in the dirt, if you don't look closely, you won't find it.
Jeez, this one sounds like it's gonna be a pain.
But once you dig one up, you'll know if it's a firefly fungus or not. For one thing, it glows with a light green color.
So that's why it's called a firefly fungus.
Well, that makes sense.
All right, have I explained things clearly enough?
So basically all we need to do is find a glowing mushroom in a patch of grass along the Malga Trail, right?
Looks that way to me. Well, if they're really growing in the ground, we probably won't be able to find one so easily.
If you run into any trouble, come back and speak with me again. I ask that you find one as soon as possible.
All right, we're good to go. That's that then. Let's move out.
the sudden outburst?
I found it! Now to claim our prize.
Isn't that?
You think so too? The place it's growing seems about right, and it's got that soft green glow. This has got to be that firefly fungus that What's-His-Face was talking about.
You mean Orbit, right?
Yeah, that's who I meant. It doesn't look that tasty, but it sure is pretty for a mushroom. Almost like the glow of septium, if you ask me.
Septium.
What's up, Joshua?
I may be worrying too much, but I think you'd better put that mushroom in your bag quickly, Estelle.
What the?
Just like I figured.
This mushroom attracts!
Estelle, look out!
Surprise, I tell ya.
Did you put that thing away?
Yep, it's all taken care of.
The light emitted by raw septium has the power to attract monsters. This mushroom also seems to have the same effect.
That sneaky merchant. He never mentioned a single thing about this.
Anyway, let's hurry back to town.
Right. Just wait till I get my hands on you, you conniving merchant.
That's that then. Let's move out. that then? Let's move out!
What's that you say? You found the mushroom?
Yep, we found it all right.
Oh, wonderful!
But it might be different than the one we heard about from you. You see, this mushroom attracts monsters.
Well, it's like this.
So even though you knew the risk, you hired us for the job, Orvid?
What? How was I supposed to know something like that? And besides, a bracer's job is to deal with danger, right?
Well, a little heads up would have been nice so we could have at least been prepared.
Never mind us. The big question here is your motive. What do you intend to use this mushroom for?
Yeah, this thing could be a weapon. Fess up. You had some big, nefarious plan in mind, right? A nefarious mushroom plan.
What? Isn't it obvious what I'm going to use it for? For cooking, of course.
Well, what?
Cooking?
Are you trying to tell me that people actually eat this thing?
This is why it's such a pain to deal with country bumpkins. In the hands of a skilled chef, the more distinct the ingredient, the more profound the taste. And from that perspective, the firefly fungus is the king of them all. This is no doubt the ultimate ingredient.
So pretty much what you're saying is that it's for people with bizarre eating habits.
That's the talk of one unacquainted with a true delicacy. But then again, commoners such as yourself would never have an opportunity to try such dishes.
And praise be to heaven for that. I'd never want to gnaw on a ratty green mushroom like that.
Agreed. It looks pretty nasty.
Anyway, I have other business preparations to make. Now, if you don't mind, I'd ask that you hand over the mushroom and leave.
Yeah, please take it.
On behalf of this mushroom, I shall turn a blind eye to your ignorance. And as promised, I will pay you. So be grateful to your client.
Nobody's gonna buy that mushroom, I hope you know. Come on, Joshua, let's go!
Please, excuse us. We'll be going now.
Yes, please do.
I see. I completely agree with your inspired words.
Well, if it isn't Estelle. And Joshua, too.
Hello, Mr. Ashton.
It's been a while since we last met.
Yes, it has. So, I've heard my boy Luke caused you a lot of trouble, did he? I'm absolutely ashamed as a father.
I'm sure it's perfectly normal for a boy his age to be naughty like that. I mean, even I ran around outside of town when I was young.
Yeah, and you're supposed to be a girl.
You're certainly full of energy as usual. I'd love to get you to share some of that vigor with my new recruits. And I've been thinking recently about doing a simulated battle to whip my men into shape. So I put in a request to the guild for a few good men or women to play the part of the enemy soldiers. I think the pair of you would be the perfect fit for the job. So how about it? Can you do this for me?
Sure, we'll do it.
We'll gladly accept.
Thanks. I really appreciate this. Go ahead and take a break until the preparations are ready. If I don't have you in tip-top condition, then there's no point in doing the training.
Then I'm ready for an afternoon nap.
All right then, we'll get ourselves ready.
Sure. Please do what you need to do. All right, training begins now. Everyone advance 5 steps forward. Ready yourselves.
I know I was bored before, but...
I know it's just training and all, but it still scares the living daylights out of me.
This is a training exercise, so please refrain from speaking. You all need to take this seriously, as if it were a real battle. Estelle and Joshua, you don't need to hold back on my men.
That was my intention from the beginning.
We'll do as you request.
Yikes!
Forward!
That's that then. Let's move out.
Cease fighting! This training is over.
Ow! Ow!
Oh my goodness. It's finally over.
Good job, everyone.
Can I say pathetic? Are you guys really supposed to be soldiers?
Hey! You be quiet. We're not all feral kids like you.
How about you try and say that one more time?
Knock it off, Scott. Training is over.
You seriously need to cool down too, Estelle.
I hate sore losers.
Private Scott, Private Harold, I think what Estelle just said a moment ago is how the citizens of this region really feel. Do you really have what it takes to protect them? It seems as though the both of you need to take another look in the mirror.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Do not forget what you learned today, and strive to fulfill your duties. Estelle and Joshua, thanks for your hard work today. Thanks to you, I think my soldiers have gotten the wake-up call they needed.
There's no need to thank us. It's us who should be thanking you. This was excellent training.
I agree. This was a good learning experience.
If you think so, then you're set for life as bracers. Though our positions may be different, we are both here to serve the public. Although I can't do much else, I'll pray for the success of both of you.
Sure, and thanks again.
Take care of yourself.
I will, and I hope to be seeing you again sometime.
That's that then. Let's move out. All right, we're good to go. All right, we're good to go.
Well, if it isn't Estelle, you seem to be in a cheerful mood as usual.
Here you are. These are for you, Father Divine.
This is...
The bear claw and savory pinion you were looking for. Please use them as medicinal ingredients. You requested these at the guild, right?
That's right. I did put in that request. I'm just surprised that you went to all the trouble to do this for me. Weren't you hurt trying to gather these?
Nope, we were totally fine. I mean, we were fine. Well, maybe minus the totally part.
I'm worried about your attitude, Estelle.
Why? There's nothing to be worried about.
I know I've told you this before. It's certainly a joyous occasion when everything goes well. However, it is at these times when we should gird up our loins for the trials that lie ahead.
Okay, I'll be more careful from now on.
Since I seem to have a bit of spare time, how about I take this opportunity to give you a special sermon?
No! Anything but that! I'm sorry, Father, but we've really got to get going. You've still got work to do, right, Joshua?
Why do you have to bring me into this? Please excuse us, Father, but we have to get back to the guild.
That's too bad. However, since it has to do with your job, I must respect your position. Thank you all for your hard work, Estelle and Joshua. I pray that the goddess will always be with you.
Good work. It seems like you completed your objective without any trouble. If you finish any other jobs, please come back and report again.